We'll do it live. We'll do it live. All right, guys. Welcome to Undimensioned and Unseen, playing live for the League of Extraordinary Investigators. Apologies in advance. I'm sure my dogs will make an appearance at one point. And hopefully, this doesn't end up being as quick as I think it's going to be. Skids has had a horrendous run um, through the Dunwich Legacy, and he has earned four physical trauma and one mental trauma. Two people did not die last scenario, being Zebulon, my boy Zebulon Waitley, and Dr. Henry Armitage, and they will be going into the deck. Psychosis also is getting added to the deck. I earned 0 experience points, and so Skids continues with the measly um, 5 or 6 experience points he's earned throughout the campaign, 3 of which went into Streetwise. So uh, hopefully Streetwise gets us out of a lot of situations and allows us to at least do something here today. The reason I don't have tremendously high hopes is due to the fact that these broods of Yog-Sothoth are immune to pretty much most attacks. You basically need to have a decent willpower in order to defeat them, and that is just something that Skids does not have. And I don't really have too many ways to boost the willpower. Our Chaos Bag is also looking pretty bad due to a lot of bad moves and bad plays that we made earlier in the campaign. We earned a bunch of bad tokens, including this Elder thing, Cultist, Tablet. I mean, it's you name it. So the average pull is going to be a -3, so we should be 3 above each test in order to make a comfortable check. And then we'll go ahead and shuffle the encounter deck and get started. So we also have to pick a random location for each one of these locations. I've set them all up, but I haven't chosen the random ones because I wanted to do that on camera. So simple enough. We're just going to go ahead and pull one from the stack of 2s at random and just place it on the location. The ones that get set aside we'll keep nearby because we do need those in order to determine the random movement of the broods. And if you're new to the game, I'm sorry, this is not the type of game where I'll be explaining how the scenario works or anything of the sort. Because it is a league game, we're going to be just kind of running through it as quickly as possible for the sake of time and out of respect for our fellow players who will be reviewing these videos. We'll also be going over the different modifiers and such to make it easier on people. Turns, we won't be tracking turns because I do tend to lose track and I don't have a way to do it, so sorry for those reviewing. It's just something that will throw off my thinking when I play the scenario. So here's the ones that we didn't pick. Skid starts at Dunwich Village. We'll draw our opening hand. Papa, please, don't start this again. We'll draw our opening hand, and we get Armitage. Hypochondria gets put aside. Venturer, take the initiative. 45 Thompson. Payday. Oh, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I really don't need Payday just yet, so we'll put that aside. Take the initiative is good. The Thompson is excellent to have, but him and Venture in the opening hand, that's 10 resources. That's probably not going to happen. We do need resource gain, so we'll go ahead and keep Armitage and put the Venture down. So we've got Thompson take the initiative, Henry Armitage, Emergency Cash, and Lone Wolf. Yes! This is a great hand for Skids. Lots of resources, a weapon, and a way to gain more resources. Sweet. Okay, well, that's a really good opening hand. All right, so we shuffle our deck, and now let's go ahead and get things going. The Powder of Ibn Ghazi gets 2 resources because 2 people survive, Zebulon Waitley and Henry Armitage. What else is randomized here? We start with 1 brood of Yog-Sothoth here at the Cold Spring Glen, and he just ends the game right there. This guy could kill us in a round or 2, so it's it's going to be a difficult situation here, but let's do our best. The first thing I want to do is pay 1 resource to bring out Lone Wolf, and then Henry Armitage. Let me see. After you draw a card, I can discard and gain 3. Puppy, please, come on. So yeah, let's bring Armitage in. So we'll pay 2 and bring Armitage in. Oh, didn't reveal this location. Dunwich Village. It is 3 shot, 1 clue. You can use a free action to borrow some hounds to track the creature's scent and can place 1 of our clues on any abomination enemy in play. Well, that's cool. So that was 2 actions. We put these guys down into play. Sure, let's go ahead and let's gain a clue. Yeah, let's investigate this place. So we'll spend 2 resources to boost Streetwise. No. Hold on. No, let's not do that just yet. Let's play Emergency Cash, and we'll gain 3 resources. That way next round we're more prepared in case this guy shows up. And that's our turn. So that's our first turn. Enemy phase. He moves. He's not a hunter, so he just stays there. But at the end of the enemy phase, we're going to see where he moves to. Cold Spring Glen, he stays there. He stays at Cold Spring Glen. That is good for us. So, we will now draw a card, and it is Scene of the Crime, and we gain a resource. We'll put a Doom on the agenda, and we draw our first enemy. It is the Avian Thrall, Hunter, -3 fight if I'm using a firearm against it. So he goes into our threat area, and thus begins our turn. We are alone, so we gain a resource from Lone Wolf. Well, let's. This guy's kind of tough, huh? We'll go ahead and try and evade him. So we will use Papa, please. We will use our Streetwise. We'll pay 2 resources for Streetwise to try and evade this guy. That puts us at a 7 to a 3. Comfortable with those odds, and that's a -1. So, good enough. Let me make sure this is working. I didn't pull out my my tablet, so I won't be reading the comments from you guys. I apologize ahead of time. So that means he is evaded. We still have that clue here, so we'll go ahead and investigate. This time it's a shot of 3, so let's go ahead and spend 2 for Streetwise, putting us at a 6 to a 3. -2. That's good. So we get the clue. And now we're going to go ahead and move to we have to end up at Whitney Ruins. Okay, so we're going to move to the 10-acre meadow. And that's 3 shot, 1 clue. You can use a free action. Place 1 clue on an abomination enemy in 10-acre meadow. Oh, I could have used a... Oh, place 1 of my clues. I don't want to do that yet. Okay. So, 10-acre meadow has 1 clue. And that ends our turn. Do I want to... No, I don't want to use an additional action just yet. Alright, that ends our turn. So enemy phase, Avian Thrall readies. Brood of Yog-Sothoth doesn't move because it's not a hunter. End of enemy phase. Brood of Yog-Sothoth goes to Devil's Hopyard. Devil's Hopyard is up here, so he will start moving there. The shortest route, meaning Dunwich Village. Alright. We will draw a card and gain a resource. And now we will put a doom on the agenda. So, now we have Towering Beast. It's a peril. Attached to Brood of Yog-Sothoth. If that enemy is at your location, take 1 damage. It gets +1 fight and +1 health. These things are starting to grow big. Alright, so now it is our turn. We gain a resource from Lone Wolf. That's 5 resources. Perfect. Okay, so let's... Whately Ruins probably has a clue on it. So I think I want to move there. Let's move there first. Yes, there's 2 clues. Alright, so... we get -1 willpower at Whately Ruins. 3 shot, 2 clues. That's adding insult to injury. Alright, and 2 clues on there. Perfect. So let's... That was action number 1. Action number 2, we're going to gain a resource. And then let's go ahead and bring out our Thompson. Because we do need to take care of that Thrall. Thompson. And it has 5 ammo. Okay. So that's all of our actions. Turn ends. Enemy phase. This guy moves. He is a hunter. Brood of Yog-Sothoth, end of the enemy phase. 10-acre meadow. 10-acre meadow. Ah, looks like they're both coming towards me. Let's draw a card and gain a resource. It's a venturer. Sorry for the noises. My dogs can be a little crazy. Oh, it's a lupine thrall. Farthest location from me. That would make it the Devil's Hop Yard, so we'll just leave him over there. Oh my goodness. We've got a few enemies on us. Okay. Nothing we can't handle right now. Let's... what do we do? Should I put the... Well, let's just get this clue, I guess. Oh, we get a resource from Lone Wolf. Yeah, let's advance the axe so that we can grab this powder. So we'll spend 2 resources for Streetwise, granting us a +3 to investigate, putting us at a 6 to a 3. -1. Okay, so we get that last clue. So that's action number 1. And we spend the 2 clues to advance the act. Dr. Armitage did survive, so we put 1 esoteric formula into play, which is a 0-cost asset, action fight, uses willpower instead of combat, and you get +2 willpower for each clue on the attacked enemy. Okay, that's not terribly bad. We need clues, though, to put on the enemies. Defeat as many Brood of Yog-Sothoth as you can, and then you can advance it. There are no broods in play. Okay, simple mission. That was action number 1. Action number 2. Let's go ahead and move. We need to start grabbing clues so that we can put them on the guy. And this gives us a -1 willpower. We do not want to stay there. So let's move to Cold Spring Glen. Ah, no clues here. 2-shot, no clues. An investigator Cold Spring Glen tests 3. What? Oh, as a random location. Okay. So, action number 2. Action number 3. Let's... That avian thrall is going to attack us next round. He's going to get a free hit on the unfortunate Dr. Armitage. But that's okay. We can kill him this round. Action number 3, let's draw a card. Something worth fighting for. Okay, I'll take it. That ends our turn. Enemy phase, avian thrall moves in and engages us. He hits us for 1 and 1. 1 damage, 1 horror. We are at 5 damage and 2 horror. And now the end of the enemy phase, we will see where the Brood of Yog-Sothoth moves to. Dunwich Village. Okay. That's kind of where I want you. Oh, this guy's supposed to... Nope. Yeah, he's a hunter. He moves. Okay. All right. Now we draw a card. Ah, hypochondria. Oh no. This could be our doom right here. And then resource. We'll put a doom on the agenda. Thor wants a front row seat, puppy. You need to move back, Papa. Unhallowed country into play. Ah, the text box for Armitage is blank. Looks like we won't be gaining any resources from him. Puppy, please. So, we gain a resource from Lone Wolf, and now we're going to have to deal with this, this dude, this avian thrall. So, first action, he's got a combat of 5, -3 because we're using a firearm. So we're testing a 5 to a 2. I guess that's decent odds. Let's do that. We'll fire on him. 5 to a 2. -1. He takes 2 damage to the face. And we'll shoot him again. 5 to a 2. -3. Good enough. 2 more to the face. He's dead. And then let's go move to 10 Acre Meadow as our final action. Dude. Alright, that's good enough. End turn. The Lupine Thrall moves. Brood of Yog-Sothoth. Dunwich Village. He stays there. Okay. Draw card. So we have watch this. Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay. That is actually going to be really handy. Okay. And then resource. As the agenda advances. So it looks like shuffle the encounter, discard pound to the deck, spawn 1. Oh, okay. So we shuffle this. Now I need to test for this unhallowed country. 2 to a 3. -3, that's fair. All right, and then we're going to spawn Brood of Yog-Sothoth at a random location. Poppy, you got to move out of the way. Ten Acre Meadow. That's where I'm at. That's not good. He goes right where I'm at, and he's massive, so he doesn't really engage me per se. Poppy, enough. All right, so we'll draw an encounter card. Oh, God, this guy's back. The Avian Thrall. Well, this is getting really, really hot for us right now. We gain a resource from Lone Wolf. Papa. Sit right now. Sit. Sit. Stay there. Okay, so let us use a free action to move a clue from Powder of Ingazi. Oh, it's got to be exhausted. Okay. I guess we have to evade him first. Which sucks, because I was hoping take the initiative would be, I would be able to use it right away. But, Yeah, let's... Okay. Let's spend 2 resources to boost our agility to a 6. I mean, a 7 to a 3. Trying to evade this brute of... Oh, wait. If I evade, he... Yeah, he does exhaustion. So, -2. Good enough. He is evaded. And then we will use our powder to move 2 clues onto him. That's free actions. Action number 2. Let's use this esoteric formula to fight. Uses willpower instead of combat. You get +2 for each clue. Our willpower is 2. He's got 2 clues, so that puts us at a 6. 6 to a 6. We're going to take the initiative. 7, 8. Something worth fighting for. 9. Watch this. That's a 10. And we'll put 2 resources on watch this. 10 to a 6. +1. So that we do succeed by 2. We double the, watch this. So we get 4 resources. And we put a damage on this guy. That's a lot of work for 1 damage. And he's got 1 health still. Do we attack him again? Use a special action. We're going to use this ability. We can move a clue from the token bank. We don't have to have the clue. So that puts 3 clues on this guy. We will fight using the esoteric formula once more. That puts us at an 8 to a 6. Zero. We've killed one. We actually did it. Victory display. What? Skids coming through with killing a brood of Yogg-Sothoth. Okay, Papa, move back. But that's all of our actions. We're going to take some damage from this guy in our hypochondria. So this is going to suck. So turn ends. Avian Thrall hits us for 1 damage and 1 horror. And then hypochondria hits us for a horror. We are on the verge of defeat. Next, this guy moves in and hits us. Yeah, this is going to kill us right here. Lupine Thrall hits us for 1 damage and 1 horror. That is enough to take us... No, wait, actually. Screw that. Let's give it to Henry Armitage. And we take 1 direct horror. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to put the horror from the Avian Thrall and Armitage so that the attacks from the Thrall and the Lupine, or the Avian Thrall and the Lupine Thrall kill Henry Armitage, giving us 2 direct horror from hypochondria. So sorry if that was confusing. Going back to the beginning, Avian Thrall attacked us first. We put 1 damage and 1 horror on Henry Armitage, giving us a direct horror because of hypochondria. That puts us at 2 horror. Lupine Thrall moves in, hits us again, killing Henry Armitage for 1 damage and 1 horror, giving us 1 direct horror because of hypochondria, putting us at 3 horror. Okay, so we're not dead. Yay. Now we need to move the brood. Where did my locations go? Devil's Hop Yard. So the brood is moving, the stronger brood moves this way. We actually stand a chance of being able to leave with a victory point. So let's do this. Papi, you do not fit there, Papa. Let's draw a resource, gain a resource, draw a card. Scene of the crime. And then gain a resource. Put doom on the agenda. And it is, oh no! Rotting remains. This could be our doom. Puppy, you gotta move out of the way. Yeah, make sure this goes here. I think that does it for us because there's no way we're gonna survive this. So close. The resign was right there. Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be nice to us and we get like a +1 or a 0. Okay, 2 to a 3. Willpower test. -2. Yeah, that kills us. That gives us 6 heart altogether. The rotting remains have defeated us. So, Skids did better than I expected. We get a victory point from the Brood of Yog-Sothoth. We're defeated by horror. So now we have a total of 4 physical trauma, 2 mental trauma, and, well, so it is. Thank you guys for watching. The league is almost at an end. We have 2 scenarios left after this, and it's been a ton of fun, even though Skids has just done horrifically bad. But I'm glad that I have been a part of it, and I can't wait for the final 2 episodes. And then season, for those who are watching, I truly appreciate you guys coming on and supporting me. And